work that you've done and,
Yeah.
and you know, how you want to get going here from the jump.
Yeah, really excited to get going. It's been a long off season from when I first came here, but thankfully, you know, some of our veterans have been in town. Got to spend a lot of time with DT and BG and Sophie. Kristen Williams has been in town, and you know, those times that we spent building a relationship has been extremely important to help kind of prepare for training camp and getting it started tomorrow.
You guys got so much talent. How do you kind of bring it together?
Yeah, that was the talk that we just had. You know, we've got a great group of individual players, but over the course of this journey together, you know, we need to figure it out, our strengths, our weaknesses. But that's the fun part of coaching. That's the fun part of being on a team, is getting the group to get a common goal, and that's to win a championship.
What's it going to be like to take this group on kind of an old school training camp all together in one spot?
Yeah, it's been fun talking to the group and just having them talking about getting 5 days away, you know, leaving the family here, and it's you know, more of a traditional old school type training camp where they can have some true bonding. We've got some team activities set up that I think will help bring this group back or together.
Was that your idea? Where did that idea come from?
I think just collectively as a group with the Suns going into the playoffs and us sharing a facility, you know, letting our team get the right amount of time in the gym. You know, I think it was both ways. It was us and just looking at what was in front of the Suns, and you know, a lot of it also was just the camaraderie and getting to spend some quality time together.
Diana's had Skylar in recent years. She's had Mariah.
Yep.
Now she has new, you know, guard mates.
Yep.
You know, how do you try to blend that together? You know, with Cloud and Copper and the three of them, what you want to do?
Yeah, part of this off season was adding talent and skilled players, and we've done that in different ways with Tosh and Ka, and you know, not only how do they fit with D, but how does D fit with them? And the great part is they've all been around each other. They know each other's games. They respect one another, and that's the most important part.
What's it like to coach? I guess you're going to find out with D,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
doing everything she's done for this league and still doing it at
Yeah.
42.
Yeah, it's been amazing to see her work. I'm just so thankful and glad that I've gotten the opportunity to see, you know, the greatest ever, how she works each and every day, how she comes in here. You know, she's a culture setter for, you know, how she goes about her business. It's a great thing for our young players to see. She's had a tremendous off season. You know, give credit to her and how she's worked, and you know, she's ready to have an unbelievable year.
How's it feel to have BG back after last year? Obviously, was just everything that went down with you know, the previous year with being in Russia, detained and such, and having that finally cleared away from it. Well, not totally.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I bet if you ask BG, there's a sense of relief. She's got to work on her game, step away maybe from some of the things that day-to-day life brings. This is her first off season that she's truly ever had. You know, they get to a point where they're playing year-round, and she's got to work on her mental health and also her well-being, her court work. She's been tremendous, extremely committed. I think she's set to have a really big year for us, and she's excited about what's in front of us.
What do you look forward to with the two rookie centers behind her,
Yeah.
going into training camp, you know, being that you guys were last in rebounding
Yep.
this past last season?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time for our young players. You know, we've got some roster spots to go get. And that was one of the challenges and talks we just had is, you know, some of the WNBA training camps, the roster's already set. And now they have an opportunity to compete for something. And that's a position of need, and we need one of them to step up for sure.
When you get to the third round and you can get someone like Charisma Osborne,
Yep.
who, you know, in a lot of projections would look like she might go higher than that.
Yep.
You know, what does that feel like?
Yeah.
Like a prize drops in your lap to
Yeah.
some degree, or?
Yeah, I mean, credit to our front office, Nick and his group. They were ready on draft night. They were extremely prepared. They had a draft list that they had, and we obviously had Charisma quite a bit higher in our draft board than what she wanted. And so I don't think there was much time to think about it. She was on the board, and we went and got her.
Was there one more? Chris was a dual kind of player. Do you have
Yep.
her at the point or the two? Or?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of how we're building this team, right? Like with versatility, I think you know, traditionally she's been a point, but defensively, there's going to be times where she can guard even threes, right? And so she'll be on the ball at times and off the ball at other times.
You're entering, you know, the league at a time when women's basketball is on the rise, and coming from the NBA, you're one of the many coaches who've made that change from coming from the NBA to the W. So what is that like, you know, coming at a time when women's basketball popularity is all-time high?
It's super exciting. It's a great time to be involved with women's sports in general, not only just our league, but you know, I just want to play a part and help pushing this forward. I mean, all the work has been done before this. This is great momentum, and you know, our team, our organization wants to help raise the level in every way that we can.